Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm SullyPwnz, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D for the Nintendo 3DS. In the previous episode, we took on Great Bay Temple, so today, we are going to be taking on the Gero quest. For those of you guys who don't know what the Gero quest is, well, watch this entire video and you'll find out exactly what the Gero quest is. So first and foremost, what I want to do is I want to make my way to the fairy fountain to deposit the stray fairies that I got. So before we begin, if you guys could do me a huge favor and hit that like button for me, I would really appreciate it. Let's try to get this video to over 1,000 likes. I know we can do it. This is gonna be hard. I can't really function it with that. I need the Y button, because I like when you have it on like the 1 or 2 item slot. Essentially, you have to click that button on the touch screen in order for the thing to work. So, I mean, it's good for having masks there because you don't necessarily have to always constantly click in and out of the mask. But for something like this or arrows, you probably want to have it on a command where you actually use a button to command the function. If that makes any sense, probably not. But if you understood what I was saying, well, you're awesome. Anyways, there it is. There's the delicious fairy fountain. It's over there. And I think, yeah, we can jump through here. Good. There we go. Alright, and there's a huge, wonderful boulder in the way, which we're gonna have to break through. You could use bombs, but that's kind of pointless when you have something like this. Bam. Look at that. Alright, usually after every temple, I always entered the fairy fountain wearing the designated mask of the area, so I'm gonna do it today with my man, Zora Link. It's gonna be interesting to see him, like, as he's getting his upgrade, what kind of facial expression he'll do. Last time, when we did it with the Goron, it looked like he was taking a massive dump, like he had, like, hemorrhoids or something, and he couldn't, like, squeeze one out. So, we'll find out how he looks like today. Ooh, she's all blue and pretty. Not even bad. Yeah, I can't even flirt with this thing. She still looks like a big hexagon. Oh, courageous young one. I am the great fairy of courage. Thank you for returning my broken and shattered body to normal. As thanks, I shall lend you my strength. This is actually one of my all-time favorite upgrades in this game because you get the coated hearts. Essentially, what the coated hearts do is they make you more defensive. They make you more tanky, so you take a lot more damage from enemies and whatnot. Oh, here it comes, the moment of truth. Oh yeah, you let that out. Oh, his eyes weren't open. Your defense has been strengthened. Now, enemies do half as much damage as before. That is awesome. So if an enemy did a quarter heart, then it would take it 2 hits to do a quarter heart. If an enemy did half a heart, it would only do a quarter heart. If an enemy did a full heart, it would only do one or a half a heart. Come see me whenever you overcome by wariness. Alright, I will come see you whenever I'm overcome. Oh, he does wave. See, I read comments saying that Link waves to the Great Fairy, but I never actually noticed it until now. He does, in fact, wave. That's pretty cool. Alright, so before we actually do the Gero quest, there is one heart piece that I want to obtain that you can only do after defeating Great Bay, or beating Great Bay, I guess you could say. So where we're going to head to is, we are going back to Great Bay Coast, because that's exactly where we need to be, and you're going to want to keep your Zora mask out. Actually, we might as well just take out our bunny hood as well, because why the heck not? We'll take out the bunny hood too. Bam, put that where the hookshot is, because we're not going to be using the hookshot for a while now. But as you can see, there is a nice torch over there. It's very noticeable because the torch was never there to begin with. And this is actually going to be another minigame side quest that we'll do for a piece of heart. Okay, get up there. We're gonna want to get on this boat. Can he climb? It's one of those pirate boats. These are the same boats that the Gerudo pirates used. They usually stood here, and then we were like standing right here as we took a photo of them. Oh, no, wait. That didn't happen on my original file. It happened on my second file, because, you know, I'm playing the game on my own time, and then I'm also playing it again, I guess, on my own time. Well, I mean, for you guys. So, why are we on this boat, and why do we have our hookshot out? Well, essentially, we're just waiting for this tree over here, because we're going to want to hookshot onto that tree, because there's a dude right there. He's very familiar if you guys don't remember him. Like, we actually encountered him before. Alright, what's Gucci, man? What's up, brother? Now that the seas are back to normal, I've started a little business aimed at tourists. If you pay 20 rupees, I'll show you a jumping game that has a really big prize. You're going to want to play this jumping game, and you're going to want to pay him 20 rupees to do this jumping game. In order to get this going, we actually have to stand in the middle. It's a very easy jumping game, but believe me, you can screw up, and when you do screw up, you have to redo all from the beginning. So try not to screw up if you can make it happen. Yeah. So we're gonna pay the 20 rupees. All right. So essentially, what you have to do is, as you can see, there are 4 torches. The torch that is lit, you just have to jump to it. You have to get 20 of these before the time runs out. So I mean, you could get to 20 and you could stop, or you can continue going about doing this and see how far you can get in the time that they present to you, and hopefully you don't fall, because like I said, you fall in the water, you are immediately disqualified and you have to start from scratch again. So imagine like getting up to like 40 and then you fall on accident. You're gonna have to replay a full 2 minutes of this, which I guess isn't that bad, but when I don't know, when it comes to playing a game over again, I guess it can be a little tedious, especially when it's one that you could have controlled. But that's 13, and we still have like a minute and 15 seconds to go. Not even bad. There we go, 15. I think I'm just gonna stop at 20 because I am starting to feel a little nervous about this, just thinking about how I can make it to the end and I'll end up screwing up. Plus I don't have the rupees for it, so it's not really worth attempting to get to over 20 just to fall. There we go. Now we'll just wait. We'll just chillax right here. How do I only have 20 rupees? That's weird. I could have sworn I had more. Oh yeah, that's right. What am I saying? It's because before I did Great Bay, I actually rewinded time and I deposited all of my rupees, and then I made my way back to Great Bay, because this is a mini game that you can only do on the first day after beating Great Bay. And the reason why I did that too was because I wanted to have more than enough time to do the Gero quest, because you can only do the Gero quest after you do Great Bay Temple. And the reason for that is because the first frog that we need to talk to is in Great Bay Temple once you defeat Gecko, the second mini-boss of that temple. So once you do, you put on your Gero mask, you talk to him, and then he'll tell you about how he wants to assemble the frog choir again, but he's only waiting for spring to return back to Mountain Village, because as many of you know, the curse that Majora brought upon Mountain and Goron Village made it so it's always snowy and cold. Alright, that's it. We did it. Woo! Oh, that was a little too easy. Oh well, here's your prize. Well, that sucks for you. You won 20 rupees. It's not like he was gonna use that piece of heart anyways, right? Probably not. What is a man like him gonna do with a piece of heart? Probably nothing. Alright. Oh, you're gonna save to buy a big ship? There is literally a ship over there. You can have that. Start out with something small. Just like when you first learn to drive, it's not, your first car doesn't want to be like a really fancy car just in case you crash it or anything. You always want to start out with something like used and old. Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be. It really depends on like how much money you have and how much money you're willing to spend on a car. Usually if you're a 16-year-old kid, you don't have any money unless your parents are filthy stinking rich and they have a huge trust fund given to you, then in which case, yeah, I can totally see you getting a really nice first car. But my first car when I was 16 was actually a Toyota Camry, a 1996 model. I was rocking that when I was 16. I used to drive to high school with it. It was alright, you know, I'm not gonna lie. I had some good times with that. So, we're back here in Clocktown, and the reason for that is because, we want to talk to this frog over here, and you can only talk to them with a Gero mask on, or Gero. How is that even said? I think it's Gero, but from Dragon Ball Z, there's Dr. Gero, and his name is actually spelt like that, so it could be Gero. I don't really know. There's a lot of confusion in terms of, like, pronunciation, I guess. So, pretty much he's telling you that he will reunite with the rest of the frogs once it's spring in Mountain Village, because these guys are frogs, man. They can't live in snowy weather like that. So it's kind of asking a little too much if you're telling him to go back and live in the mountains. I can't even go outside of my apartment when it's like below 30 degrees outside. I think that's a little too cold. It really is. So right now where we're headed to is we're making our way back to... actually, we're gonna go to Southern Swamp because there's also another frog there. And then we're gonna make our way to Woodfall, and then we're gonna make our way to Mountain Village, or Snowhead, I guess, because we're gonna need to re-beat the boss of Snowhead Temple, Got, whatever his name is. It's Got. Yeah, that's his name. His name is Got. So we're just gonna use the Zora mask because it's probably the quickest way to get around this nice murky water. Although it's actually spring water, but Wait a second. Wait a second. Oh, there he is. I was gonna say, man, did that tentacle disappear? No, but he's still there. So look at that. Like, the Zora can actually run on top of this water because he's that big. And like, imagining that when we took the detour here, like, we had to like ride a boat and we weren't even that high off the ground. So, and Link swims in this water because Link's a child. But there he is. There's the second frog that we need to speak to. And once again, you're going to want to take out your Gero mask. Just put it on real quickly. Just like that. And then speak to him. And he's like, oh, it's been so long. What has brought you all this way? Could it be you came all this way looking for me? Oh, you need not to say a thing. Upon seeing that face, I understand. I see. But I heard that it was still winter in the mountains. And when spring comes, I shall definitely go to the mountains. So let us meet again. So essentially, that's what you want to do. Just speak to them. And whenever spring happens and you speak to all of them, they will just on their own make their way back to Mountain Village. So it's pretty good that you don't actually have to do anything after that. And all this is just for a piece of heart. It's not like we're doing it for anything else. It's all for a piece of heart. So now we're making our way to Woodfall Temple. And the reason for that is because if you guys have really sharp memories, you'll remember that there was also a Gecko boss battle in Woodfall Temple. And we're going to go ahead and have to, battle that boss again. And hopefully get my man, the Froggy Frog, to spawn. But first of all, what we need to do is, let me see if I can remember this. Right. Oh man, I don't even know it. Okay. The Song of Sonata. Where is that thing? Oh, the Song of Awakening. A-X-A-X-L-Y-L. I knew it! I just didn't remember the second key. I knew it was like A something L-Y-L. I just didn't know what the second key was. Okay, there it is. It's been forever since we visited Woodfall Temple, and I thought we weren't coming back here. I was wrong. I was definitely mistaken when I said that. We need to make our way back here. But it's not like it's like too much of a journey. We're just going in and out really quickly, and then we're gonna make our way to Snowhead. I think when I do battle Got again, I'm just gonna cut that out just because Got is in fact a pretty lengthy boss battle to do, and it's not like after defeating him, I actually meet with the frog. This is the last frog that we're going to talk to, and he's just in here. Because we talked to one at the very beginning of, after defeating Snowhead Temple, and that's where he introduced the Gero quest to us, and then he essentially told us that there are 4 more frogs that we needed to speak to. So that's what we're going to do. If you jump in that portal, it'll actually take you to the boss, Odalway, but we're not going to do that because I'm not going to battle him again. This crazy mask jungle boy. Okay. Oh, I wonder if I can make it. Oh my god. Can I make it? I have to make it. There we go. We made it. Not even bad. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We made it. We made it. There we go. So you're gonna want to go inside this room, and the first mini boss was actually over to this side. On this room right here, or I should say in this room. And now that we have the arrows right off the bat, it'll make it really easy for us to actually battle him. So you're going to want to stand right here. You could use this. Actually, I don't think that'll reach. Otherwise, you technically don't need the arrows to get inside that room. And good thing we actually have arrows. That would have been really bad if I didn't have any. I would have had to leave this place and search in pots and whatnot. But when you hit the eye, what ends up happening is this platform ends up raising off the ground or off the poisonous water. So then we could put this mask on. I wonder if standing in that water is a Zora. If anything will happen. I don't know. It's poisonous water, so I'm assuming he'll lose health. Or he'll end up like... Yeah, actually that's right. You do lose health. That's it. Nothing really happens besides you lose health. But there he is. It's Gecko. Once again. What's up, man? Oh, no, no. Oh, actually, you know what I want to do as well? I'm going to try to beat him with the fire arrows. Oh, jeez. Get back in there, buddy. There we go. You hit him, and then he spawns one of those, turtle thingies. Oh, yeah. This is a tedious process. Okay, come here, turtle. Oh, Jesus, that was way too soon. Oh, nope. Come back here. Come back here. Alright, this is... there we go. So once he does that, you take your mask off. Take out those arrows. No! Why did I do that? There we go. Dang it, that did nothing. For some reason, I thought that would do way more damage. Okay, this should do it. Last hit, man. Where did he go? There he is. See, it only took 2 hits, but it's like I can't target on him. And that's the thing though with the fire arrows, because they're not as light as regular arrows, it actually takes a little bit longer for it to reach its opponent or its destination. So you're gonna have to try to shoot it a little bit earlier, or when they're standing there, I guess. Your enemy's standing there as opposed to when they're moving around, because otherwise it'll just end up hitting the wall. But you talk to this guy and he'll say the same exact thing as his other friends, and that is it. The 4 little frogs. The Swamp Temple Frog. You recruited Frog in Woodfall Temple. That was added in my notebook. So now that we did that, they have all been recruited, and we have one last thing to do. Oh my gosh, look at that. It shows all the stray fairies on the map. That is really cool. Wait, what am I doing? Okay, let's do this. There we go. So now we are gonna make our way to Snowhead Temple. And it's pretty cool how like you could just play the Song of Soaring and inside of a temple, and that will take you back to the beginning. So now we can just do it again out here. Alright, I'm gonna try to do something that I've never done before in this game and make my way to Snowhead Temple just like this without stopping once. I have a feeling that I could do it. I have a very strong feeling that I can actually execute this. It's not like it's really hard or anything, but I was never able to do it in this game. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh man, I might actually make it. I did it! I did it, my friends! Alright, I will see you guys once I'm done defeating Got. Ah, alas, it's spring and they spawned me in like the perfect area with all the little froggies here. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out my Don Gero mask and pretend to be someone I'm not, because I'm not actually Don Gero. What's Gucci, my friends? What's up? I have been waiting for you, Don Gero. Forgive me if I'm mistaken, but it looks like you've lost a little weight. As you can see, Don Gero, the long winter has ended and spring has finally come to these mountains. Let us begin our chorus. Here we go. They remind me of the frogs from Banjo-Kazooie. That conducting was spectacular, and all of our members rose to the occasion. This is how deeply we are moved by your spectacular conducting, and I obtained a piece of heart. I had to go through all of that just for a piece of heart. But don't worry, my friends, it doesn't end there. There is still one last piece of heart that I'm going to obtain for this episode. You know, making it into 3 pieces of heart. As you can see, I think we just filled in a new heart container. We did. We totally just filled in a new heart container. That is magnificent. So right now, where I'm headed to is I'm actually gonna make my way straight to Goron Village. Like I'm gonna act like I'm headed towards Goron Village. I feel like this is it. Nope, 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 nope. Yeah, this is it. Okay, good. Alright, this is it. This is it. So now that it's spring here, you can only get this piece of heart only when it's spring. You're gonna want to go ahead and take out your mask, your Zora mask, I mean, and then you're just gonna dive straight into this water. Because if you guys remember correctly, when we visited this place before, you could literally see this chest underneath the water, but unfortunately we couldn't get it because all the water was frozen, and inside of this beautiful, lovely chest is going to be some bubbles! Nope, a piece of heart. That is it. Another piece of heart. How awesome is that? Like, we are obtaining all these hearts like no tomorrow. So now that we did that, I guess that will conclude today's episode. I can now rewind time, and the next episode, we'll also be doing some more side questing, and it's actually going to be just one episode focusing on something in particular, and that in particular thing is going to be something that I really enjoy playing. It's going to be the Oceanic Skull House, the Skulltula House in Great Bay, in the Great Bay area, not Great Bay Temple. So I'm going to deposit my rupees, and we'll end off the episode. So in the next episode, we will start off here in Clocktown on day 1, and it'll be a new day for us to do some new things. So thank you guys all so much for watching, and I will see you all then. Goodbye.